Hello and welcome again back to the MTG Bulk Mythic YouTube channel. Today we're going to be looking at another product that's a pretty persistent product in the lineup of different things that Wizards of the Coast offers for Magic the Gathering. I know there's a lot of people out there actually starting to look into things like Christmas gifts and stuff like that. Maybe you do play Magic, maybe you know somebody who plays Magic. Maybe you're trying to find that perfect gift idea for mom, dad, aunt, uncle, grandma, grandpa, whomever might be out there trying to purchase things for you. And this is one that lands at a price point that's actually very, usually pretty convenient for a lot of different people based on what their budget is for gifts. And it's also a very interesting one, especially in my opinion for more casual players because of the way it's designed, and that is the theme booster. Now the theme booster is a product that is going to be most easily found at big box stores. Some local game stores do carry it, some don't. It just kind of depends, mostly because it is more of a kind of a casual product. It doesn't directly sell to the tournament crowd, things like that. But in this instance, as opposed to a draft booster that's in the $4 range with the 15 cards, one rare, and your set boosters, which is the 12 cards, one guaranteed rare, multiple other rare slots that might be whatever, and that's in a little bit steeper of a price range. This one in about the $8 range lands pretty fairly in that cost scale. Now, at the same time, the other cool thing about this product is they are themed, and in this instance, for Zendikar Rising, there is one of each color. There's usually 5 different themes. Sometimes they're the allied pairs, sometimes they're the enemy pairs, sometimes they are the individual mono colors. So here in Zendikar Rising, they're monocolors. So if you know that you're looking for specific cards, if there's a play style that you prefer, or a deck, kitchen table style, or a commander deck that you're working on, that you know that specific cards land in one of those themes, you can go ahead and specifically buy that pack. So we're going to go ahead and open this one up. We'll talk about kind of the contents therein and see what we get, because that's half the fun, right? So this one is the blue one. I have each of the other colors as well. So you have this awesome cardboard box here that makes it bigger than it needs to be for anti-theft purposes, obviously. And then here we go. The actual booster pack is here in the bottom. So these booster packs are actually 35 cards. All right, so a little bit more than, or about 2 booster packs. You are guaranteed 1 rare. There is a chance at a second rare. So that's 1 to 2 rares are mythic. It's 10% of the packs will have a second rare or mythic rare in it, and then 33 to 34 other uncommon or common cards, and there will be 1 to 3 showcase cards of different variations of chance as far as how many you get. So one way to kind of play with this, which I've been interested in testing out, is sort of a sealed format where you pick a theme booster, you crack it open, and from that and any number of basic lands, you can then build a 40 card limited deck. So you'd use most of the cards out of the pack, any basic lands you need, and then try to play a turn out of that. I think it'd be kind of fun. It takes away some of the extraneous deck building of trying to find the archetype out of a 6 draft booster field of cards to then build around. In this instance, you've already kind of narrowed it down. You just have to find the best or your favorite cards out of the one pack that already are within one color or one archetype. So here we go. Starting off, we got a Cunning Geyser Mage, a 3/2 for 3, with a kicker for 3, that if it was kicked, return up to 1 other target creature to its owner's hand. So kind of a bounce spell there attached to a creature. Living Tempest, 5 mana, 3/3 flash flying. Roost of Drakes is a 1 mana enchantment with kicker of 3. When it enters the battlefield, if it was kicked, you get a 2/2 Drake flying creature, and then if you cast another kicked spell, create another 2/2 blue Drake creature token with flying. So there's a little value engine here if you're playing the blue, any blue combination of blue and something else, kicker deck. Risen Riptide, Skyclave Squid, there's a showcase version there. So Defender, a 3/2 Defender for 2 with Landfall. If an battlefield entered the battlefield this turn under your control, it may attack as though it doesn't have Defender. Zooport Duelist and the Ruin Crab, 2 key cards in the blue-black mill deck right now in Standard. Into the Royal, always a staple, if limited, if not even constructed format bounce spell. Deliberate, your card selection, card draw kind of spell. Here we have a Relic Golem. It's a 6/6 for 3, but it cannot attack or block unless an opponent has 8 or more cards in their graveyard. So if you're rolling on that mill strategy with your crab and your duelist, hopefully you can accelerate into being able to attack with a 6/6 for 3 mana. Cliffhaven's Kite Sail to give an equipped creature flying. Another Roost of Drakes, Deliberate. Okay, here we do have a gold card. So it's 3 mana, 1 a green and a blue for a 2/4 creature beast that you can tap for either a green or a blue mana. And whenever you cast a kicked spell, you gain 2 life. So this is what they call a Signpost Uncommon in Magic. So each color combination, if there's a common ability or a common strategy within them, Wizards will often create an uncommon of that color combination that kind of tells you what it's doing. So in this instance, it's kicked spells. You want to ramp into the ability to pay the extra mana to kick your spells. Glacier Grasp, Bubble Snare, the blue removal, Chilling Trap. Let's see, what else do we have? Anything crazy? Here's the regular Skyclave Squid, another Living Tempest, Negate, the perennial Counterspell, another Zulport Cutthroat. So here you see, a lot of blue cards, mostly kicker, some landfall. It's not really a primary thing. Here's the Stonework Beast, which is your party filler. So if you're trying to go for the party mechanic, this can be one of any of the party members. Cascade Seer, Mirrorfork Falconer, Seagate Colossus. So this is a party payoff, makes a 7/5. You can get it all the way down to 3 mana if you have a full party. Merfolk Windrobber, another mill piece there that you can also use as card advantage later on when a 1 mana 1/1 with flying isn't valuable anymore. And then we get to our rare in the pack here, which is the Korra Helm Chronicler. So whenever you cast a kick spell, draw a card, then discard a card. So this one is definitely pointing at that kicked strategy. And we get a tip card here. So that's what a blue pack would look like. There's variety within that, and there's one for each color. What I thought was really interesting this year, and I was not expecting this at all, is I just noticed that there's also a 6th theme booster for this set specifically. All the others only had 5, and this one is a 5-color theme booster that is the party theme. So I figured I'd pick one of those up, and we would crack it open too, just to kind of see what they're doing with this one that would be a little bit different. Because I do remember in some of the other sets, the multicolor theme boosters actually would have some mana fixing in it, like 1 or 2 dual lands for that color combination, or an artifact or something that would create the different colors to make playing the multiple colors easier. So let's see what they did here with this 5-color, or if it's just kind of a little bit of everything, and every single creature just happens to have a party creature type on it. So here we got Gomafada Vanguard, which is a warrior. Bug Catcher Warrior. Here's the Squid again, which does not have a party subtype on it at all. Relic Amulet. So this one here is an artifact that looks for instant sorcery or wizard spells to be cast, to put a charge counter on it, and then you can pay 2, tap Remove all charge counters from the amulet, and it deals as much damage as the number of charge counters you removed to a target creature. So that's, again, it's a party thing, but it's more focusing on wizards than it is on a full party. Chilling Trap. Here's a rogue, another rogue. So here's some blue-black rogues. Here's Stonework Pack Beast. It can be any member of the party. So it could be a cleric, a rogue, a warrior, or a wizard. Here's some more blue-black rogues. Here's some white clerics. Spoils of Adventure. So this is definitely a full party card, because for 6 mana, you're not going to be, wanting to gain 3 life and draw 3 cards for 6 mana. But being able to reduce it by as much as 4 mana is value. White and a blue to draw 3 cards and gain 3 life may be worth it, right? That's a pretty big setup cost, though. So now we're looking at, here's a wizard, some more rogues, some more warriors in white and red. So white and red is your warrior color, blue and black is your rogue color. Wizard is going to be blue-red, and cleric is black and white. Those are the 2 color archetypes there. And then green's kind of a little bit of everything. There are actual green creatures as well that are any of the creature types. It can be one of any of your party members, just like the Pack Beast. So here's a warrior here in green. Some more wizards. Not seeing a lot of mana fixing, to be honest. Some more clerics. Here's a rogue. Here's your signpost rare. Alright, so this is a double rare pack. So Akiri Fearless Voyager is a 1 in red and white for a 3/3 warrior. Now whenever you attack a player with 1 or more equipped creatures, draw a card. And you can pay 1 and unattach an equipment from a creature you control. If you do, tap that creature and it gains indestructible until end of turn. So it's kind of an interesting contradiction of abilities there. You want to be attacking with equipped creatures, but the second ability really feels like a defensive one, where you're leaving them untapped to block. And then once you block, you can activate that ability to unattach their equipment and make them indestructible until end of turn, so they don't die in combat. So very interesting, kind of a 2-way offense, defense, pick your poison kind of card there. And here's a white rare cleric, our tip card. So the Archpriest of Iona is a 1 mana human cleric. Power of star with toughness of 2, and its power is equal to the number of creatures in your party. So as much as 4 power. And then at the beginning of combat on your turn, if you have a full party, target creature gets +1/+1 and gains flying until end of turn. So I can see where they were going with this pack. Obviously, if you're going to be playing a limited style like I talked about in the beginning, you'd want some mana fixing in there to play the 5 color, to be honest. There is, a lot that points towards party, but I think it points more towards just those 4 sub-creature types more than it does point towards collecting all 4 of those sub-creature types. I would have liked to see, some mana fixing, maybe some of the green creatures that can be any of the 4 creature types. Something to really tie it together, some more party payoffs, and it might be that that they don't have the ability to really put that much focus in their coalition at the factories when they're printing these cards. But I honestly believe that they do. They've done a lot with their print technology to really focus that down to more than just colors and combinations and things like that. So as it's interesting concept given the theme of the set, but as far as a booster pack that I would buy to play with, I would just say stick to the single colored ones that fit your style. If you're going to do the limited style like I talked about, where you get 1 of the theme boosters to add some basics to, shuffle up and play, I would again stick with the monocolored ones, because at the most, what did we see? We saw 1 2-color card, so it's a splash color at that. And that's easy enough to do in a 40 card limited deck. Throw a handful of forests in there. You know the rest of it's going to be blue, and move on instead of trying to figure out how to make 5 different colors out of this. So, thanks for watching. I hope this was something that you got some value out of. Again, at the $8 range, it's not a terrible product. It's actually kind of a good mid-range. I am going to be opening up a bundle a little bit later on, and that's a $40 product. Again, another good idea for a gift. And of course, there's the coming up here in the holiday season, there's going to be a gift bundle when more details are on that. I don't know if I'll pick one of those up to open it, but I would definitely will address what the contents are and what the price point is on that too. So thank you all for watching, and if you like the channel, please follow, like, subscribe to make sure that you get future videos. Leave comments, tell me what I'm doing right, tell me what I'm doing wrong. I'm always open to suggestions, anything else that you guys would like to see. And please share with a friend, right? Let people know that we're out here sharing our hobby together.